Okay. Welcome to the Cold Hard Facts Podcast. I am DNA, the only one, the one and only. Of course, I am joined by one out of the other three of my co-hosts. Silk is here, of course. You can like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Of course, follow us. You know, y'all know where to follow us by now. You should know at least. Appreciate everybody that presses like. Appreciate everybody that shares the content. You feel me? And comments on the content too. You feel me? We got some things to talk about. More cold stuff. If you don't like cold, you should exit now. If you love cold, you should stay here. Or skip this part. No, we got a lot of stuff to talk. It's cold news like rampant this week.
But if you hey, look, we'll get into all of that, but look here. If you are someone who does not like J. Cole, like don't like him at all, or you just don't care for him, you probably want to skip this part. There's gonna be a lot of skipping, but you might want to skip this part.
Yeah. Probably. I don't know how long we about to dig into everything, but yeah. A lot has happened these past couple of days. This episode not gonna come out till next week anyway, so but yeah. I'm pretty much giving my full thoughts. I gave my rating.
You said a 9, right? I think that's what I heard.
I said 9.5.
9.5. Okay.
Almost a 10. It's definitely like I definitely said that like it could get up to a 10 before the year is over. It's a possibility it will. Strong possibility it will. I really haven't stopped listening to it, so it's not out of my rotation. So, and I definitely, like I said, I was gonna live with this album. I knew I was. And I really haven't turned it off yet. And I'm gonna just let Silk talk, I guess. He has the floor.
All right. Well, first off, I want to say that I have not worn this hat in a while. Y'all know what's happening when I wear this hat. So how do I want to start? The first listen was a very almost like an out of body experience because the whole time I think this is the first time I've ever done a first listen where I really paid attention to everything. Like usually I just be listening and I'll be like, oh, that beat cool, or that line was hard, or I like that switch, or I like this feature, or I like how he said that. But this is the first time I've actually sat and actually listened to everything that was going on in an album. And I've been living with this album for the past several days. To me, this just might be the best thing that J. Cole has ever done. Just about. And I say that confidently because the one thing that I took away from my first listen, the first thing I said was, this might be some of the best rapping that he's ever done, period, in his entire career. And he's done a lot of that. But on here, it's like just when you thought there was no other place to go, he went there. And not only did he do that, but he did that while also paying homage to those that came before. His influences are all over this project. Eminem, DMX, Tupac, Biggie, Bone Thugs, like all of his influences are literally splattered all over this project. Some people are like, the production is mid. I'm like, I don't understand how you can say that when songs like 2-6 exist, when songs like Poor Thing exist, when songs like Safety exist, which literally sounds like it was pulled from 1994. Um, when songs like "The Fall Off Is Inevitable" exist, that's just to name a few. I ain't finna get too much into that. Um, and not only that, but the longer I sit with it, the more I start to understand the piece of writing he provided when he explained what the album was about or how it came together. And I saw this is funny because this earlier today I was watching Anthony Fantano's review of this album, right? And mind you he loves the album. He ain't giving no 10 or nothing, but he does like it. He gave it like a 7 or some shit like that, which is high for him for J. Cole. Um
Yeah, for J.
he was-
Cole, definitely high.
yeah, high for him. But in it, in it, he enjoyed. I didn't finish it, but in it, he basically was going over this 29, and he was saying why he says that the songs are amazing. You know, like they have amazing rapping, amazing writing, the concepts are great. He just doesn't understand the purpose of the mindset of him being younger, and it's just like I think he's. I'm about to quote a J. Cole hater, but I think he's looking at it too deeply. I mean, I feel like the the theme of that side of the album is not so much about him rapping like his younger self. Because yes, when J. Cole was 29, he made Forest Hills Drive. Nothing on this side of the disc sounds like Forest Hills Drive, except maybe one song. Um, he's rapping a lot more aggressive. There's bars everywhere, a lot of energy, a lot of shit talking. And that's the point. It's like when you're younger, you got a lot more energy. You a lot more aggressive. You a lot more like, I don't give a fuck about none of this. Like, what's up? You know what I mean? It ain't necessarily about the type of music he was making at that particular time. It's all about mindset. Fuck the album he put out. Like, it's all about, you know what I'm saying, what was going on in here outside of the music he was creating. And mind
Right.
you, the other thing you have to realize is that he wasn't 29 when he wrote most of this. So it's like you have to realize that as
Right.
you're going through that.
Oh
Um,
man,
or maybe he was. I don't know. I don't know when
y'all
any of
gotta
these
know
songs were.
that.
I don't know when these songs were recorded.
I
Ain't
don't
no
believe
telling.
he was 29 when he. Yeah, I don't believe
Ain't
he
no
was
telling when
29
these
when he
songs were
wrote all
recorded.
this.
But
Nah.
um, you could tell a good chunk of this album was recorded in the last couple years, though. You can tell.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
people be like, he made us wait, like the motherfuckers that don't like it. They be like, he made us wait 10 years for this. Like, bro, the recording process has been 10 years. Cole himself and Eve have said that there have been multiple iterations of this album over the years. What we got is probably not what the fall off was 2 years ago. I'm sure of it.
absolutely not. Yeah, absolutely not.
You know, like a lot of albums, you start the recording process early, like a GNX, for example. Kendrick started recording GNX way before the whole Drake thing even happened. It's just that when you in that space, I'm sure there was a lot of creativity and a lot of ideas flowing around. It's like, all right. And then you get this sudden burst of creativity, and the next thing you know, it's like, you know what? I don't even like none of that shit for this. Put this on there. So I think that's what's going on with this. Um, but I say all that to say because, like I said, I told myself I wasn't gonna take too much time with this. Um, out of the two discs, I believe as of right now for me, I've listened to both back to front and I love both. But if I could say which is the stronger of the two, it's this 29. It's definitely the stronger of the two. Like I said, it's bars all over this fuck. It's bars everywhere. It's crazy rhyme schemes. It's introspective storytelling and substance all through both discs, especially with disc 39. But disc 29 is definitely the one that everybody's going to go back to and be like, oh, he said this, or oh, he went this way, or the flow was this, or, he was definitely doing a lot of different things. There was so much going on. But disc 39, I love it just as much. But that disc won't be for everybody because that disc is more introspective, it's more reflective. You know, it's literally painting a picture of a man who's literally entering middle age with a wife and 2 kids and goes back home and how he thinks. You know what I'm saying? Like the juxtaposition and the difference is clear throughout both discs. And this might not be what everybody expected. I was even telling DNA when, you know, we was getting close to this being released. I said, I don't got no expectation. I'm just gonna receive what I'm given. I didn't expect no crazy out of left field features. I didn't expect no Kendrick feature from out of nowhere. I didn't expect no Drake feature. I didn't even expect no rappers on here. So imagine my surprise when Future shows up in a hook maker capacity twice. You know what I mean? Well, hook maker for one song, bridge on the other. I think the features were deliberately placed. They were purposeful. Um, the production was amazing. Uh, I will say there's one song on here that I don't listen to as much as the others. There's only one song, and that's the song with Burna Boy. That's a good song. I just don't listen to it as much as the other ones. That's just me. Um, but all in all, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I got to give this one a 10, bro. It's an album of the year contender. I've been wrestling with that for the last like couple of days. Like, is it a 9? Is it a 9.5? Is it a 10? Like, how do you really feel about it? And I haven't cut it off. I haven't cut it off since Friday. That's how I know I'm like, it's hitting me. And it's to the point where
Yeah.
I saw some people be like, oh, the album made me emotional. It made me emotional too. But it didn't necessarily make me emotional because of what Cole was talking about, but it's what it made me think of in my own life. That's like, damn. So, nah, this is a 10 right here. This damn near. This might be. It's too early because it ain't even been out a week yet. So when I say it might be his best work ever, I'm gonna just stick that in my back pocket and come back to it in December and see what I feel. But the last thing I'll say is this. I know everybody might be a little disappointed with what we got because a lot of people had these high expectations of just energy and aggressiveness and all this shit everywhere and talking. I mean, he was talking a lot of shit. A lot of shit. I was so excited because it's very rare that Cole gets to talk his shit like that. Like most of the time when we listen to an album of his, he's mostly just doing the usual, you know, barring niggas up, talking some real shit, some little introspection on some shit he might feel or whatever. But in this album, we got Cole talking the most greasy he's ever talked outside of a feature. This nigga was talking greasy. Um, but he was also taking risks. There's risky moves all over this album. Like the amount of singing he was doing. One of the main criticisms I've been seeing about this album is how Cole's singing voice throws people off, and he need like R&B singers to sing hooks and shit for him. But it's a risk for him even doing it himself. And Cole has always been like that from Power Trip. If you know what you know about Power Trip and that story, you know that Cole never wanted Miguel on that song. Jay-Z suggested that. Cole was gonna sing that hook himself, but then Hove and then Eve and everybody was like, "No, you should get Miguel on." And he was like, "You know what? I get him." And it became the song we know today. But Cole didn't want Miguel on that song initially, so it's not surprising that he's singing all over this damn thing, and that's a risk because Cole ain't he's not a great singer, but to that point, the singing is so much better here. It's like the nigga had a vocal coach or something. Um, Clear favors though. Um, 2-6 safety, poor thing. Uh, as soon as I heard the opening loop on Bunch Road Blues, I already knew what it was gonna be. That shit took me somewhere. That shit took me somewhere I ain't never been before, and it's very rare for a song to do that. Um, Who the fuck is you? That's gonna be in the rotation for several months. Uh, Same with drum and bass. I don't care what anybody says. The Let Out It is an amazing song because that's a risk right there. That's a risk. But for me, coming up in Chicago and coming up in the Midwest with that Bone Thugs influence, I was sold quickly. So, um, even hit the gas. Like the whole song is the general, but hit the gas, bro. I literally thought about this shit today. Like the shit almost feels like your early teenage years. Like it literally feels like younger you. Like it transported me back to a time and place where shit was cool, where shit was free, where shit was I ain't have to worry about nothing. And if a song make me do that, it's like, yeah, nah, it's different. Even with the, it's and I don't know if it was the keys or the synths or the What's Your Fantasy sample. I don't know what it was, but that shit is out of here. And as far as this too, obviously the 39 intro, I know how it starts off. People like, the hell is he doing? And then he just goes crazy and he just never stops. And I was like, damn, he's still fucking going. Like, um, fall off is inevitable, obviously. I think damn near this whole side, bro. Like I said, only you might be the only one that I don't listen to that much, but this whole side, the whole thing, bro. Ain't a for me, ain't a skip here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's my
Yeah.
piece. And then one more thing I gotta say
Yeah.
before we continue. I ain't gonna get too deep into this either, but for those of you who like to compare my boy to my other boy from Compton every single time, I need y'all to understand that these are two totally different artists. They are kindred spirits in terms of things that they rap about, and that's it. Kendrick and Cole are two totally different rappers. They see things two totally different ways, and they make two totally different types of hip hop. I'm not saying that they can't be compared. I'm just saying when you think about that, it's a little difficult to compare the two. A lot of you motherfuckers be allowing your personal biases to get in the way of you fairly judging music, which is why I like being me, because as much as this nigga right here is my favorite rapper, I love Kendrick and I love that other light skinned nigga just as much because at different points in my life, all three of these guys were my favorite rapper at some point. None of them are above criticism. Um, Drake especially with the way he's been moving. Um, but I don't I don't let my elevation for Cole above the other two stop me from enjoying what the other two niggas make and
Yeah.
judging it
Yeah.
fairly. I got on this podcast and said GNX was an amazing album. I feel even more so now, but it's still not Kendrick's best work to me. You know,
It's
it really,
definitely not Kendrick best work.
and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he didn't deserve none of the Grammys. He just got it like a week or so ago. I I ain't saying none of that. He deserved every bit of it. Even if I preferred the Clips to win, he deserved every award, every accolade. Um, but I remember you niggas a few years ago when y'all damn near turned y'all back on Kendrick because he gave y'all Good Kid, Mad City, and then turned around and gave you a motherfucking jazz rap album, and you niggas was ready to get head for the fucking hills and write this nigga off. I remember. I was there. So I don't want to hear shit. If you was one of them people, I definitely don't want to hear you talk. But I say all that to say, I say all that to say, and it ain't even about just these three niggas. Don't let your personal biases stop you from enjoying music. If you genuinely don't enjoy the fall off, okay. I feel sorry for you. I do. I do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you entitled to your opinion. If you didn't enjoy it, that's cool. But I really feel sorry for you because this is something that I wasn't expecting, and I was overly impressed and pleased with an artist who I've been listening to since I was 15 years old, who literally has nothing else to prove and still took it to another level. Personally, emotionally, rapping his ass off as usual, and he actually was talking about some shit that you could really relate to. Now,
Yep.
and that's it. That's really it, bro. Like I say, I feel sorry for you if you can't relate to how I feel. It hurts me. But, that's why I love doing this music shit, because music is subjective, We should be able to have conversations about this shit without disrespecting each other or the artistry. You know what I'm saying? All right, DNA, I've said my piece.
Oh yeah, yeah. Said your piece. Like, uh, I mean, I agree with pretty much everything you said. Like, I ain't got no pushback.
You said you wanted to get
Man, they.
you said you wanted to get deeper into the album. What is it that you want to get deeper into?
Oh, so. I want to explain my. I got since I've ran through the album a couple more times since Sunday. Uh, this is when I put out the last iteration, the first iteration of me talking about the album and everything. Uh, I want to talk about some of these songs and the greatness of them and ones that I was like, I guess I'm not all the way sold on the song. It's not completely in the full rotation in the my rotation anymore. I want to
All right.
say pretty much pretty much all of this 29 is still in my rotation.
Mhm.
But on 39, like I didn't care for Only You. Uh and I didn't care. Only reason why I didn't care for Man Up Above is because I felt like that never would have made it. I feel like that shouldn't have been there. It's like it's almost like it was like pasted there and not needed there. I don't know what could have replaced it. I just didn't
All
like
right.
that hook. Rapping is still great, you know.
All right.
If I could
Um,
nitpick, that's the only nitpick I got.
hey, you gotta. Can you pause the recording maybe or some shit? Cause I gotta fucking take care of this fucking shit on my phone real quick.
Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, um, Man Up Above and Only You I didn't care for. That's the only skip I got really. And Man Up Above, I just didn't like the hook. Like the never would have made it in there.
You don't like
Like
that song?
I feel like that was like I don't like that song because of the hook. The rapping is fine.
N- So wait, no, I'm talking about the song that he sampled. You don't like that song?
Oh no, I like the song. Never would
Oh,
have. Oh yeah, I like that song. But I just don't like it because it's placed there, and I feel like it shouldn't be placed there.
why you feel like that?
Like I wish it was something. Like it feel like it throws it off. Like
Mm.
throws off the whole listening experience. Like
Mm, I don't know, man. I think because of the central theme of that particular song, it fits perfectly to me, at least.
yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Because of
yeah,
this, because of
you're
the
right.
theme
It
of the
does.
song, it's about pretty much about your relationship, a, a relationship with the Lord. So
Right.
um,
Yeah.
another thing that I'm noticing before you continue is that I don't think every perspective that he writes from on this album is his own.
Right.
I don't think so. I think some of these songs are from perspectives of other people. Because like the other thing I didn't get to say, which I love about this album, because it's literally all over the CD booklet and the fucking vinyl right here, is that this is a love letter to Fayetteville. This whole album. There's
Yeah.
literally Fayetteville all over here, from the egg to the mentions of different streets and different things in Fayetteville. The booklet has Fayetteville, like the city hall and like different streets and shit all over it. Like even in the vinyl, he's begging them not to close a high school down there that's in danger of closing. Like this album is literally dedicated not only to his fans but to the city of Fayetteville. It's literally like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I also think that's why this album ain't, pleasing everybody, because it's not dedicated to just us. It's dedicated to the city that made him who he is. And nah, not New York. Like, bro, look at this nigga on the back cover with this stupid ass hairstyle. What's that on his back? You know what I'm saying?
Fayetteville. Yeah. Well,
But the
man,
the damn Wale been two knots in his head.
man, like I was saying, on that first album, first episode, yeah, like this album is not, uh, like it's not, it could never be his first. It could have never been his first.
Mm-mm.
Like he was. If you think about his first compared to this, like his first was way more industry. Like if you think about it, like he had some choices of his own that he
Of
put
course.
on the album,
Of course.
but other than that, like yeah, like
But
and
nah,
of
his
course it's 24 songs. Of course it's a double disc. Like
mhm.
if you think about like everything that he said on this album compared to what his first album was is nothing that could compare like to the first. And also like he has glimpses of the first like on this album. Like if like small glimpses though. Like it's not really big glimpses. Like so and then if you could pick a single from either disc, what would be the single?
Okay. So for me, from this 29, 26 is the single. It's gotta be the single. It's gotta be.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because it's just
Yeah.
like you really want, if Cole really wanted to push a single, that would be the one. Just because he put a video
Yeah.
out for it, it's getting talked about like a lot. Like that would be the single.
Yeah.
And I'll even say to another point that Who the Fuck Is You could be a single as well. Cause it sound like ain't nothing on here sounds like anything that's on the radio or anything that's popular. But if we were to put that out, that would be the shit. As far as this 39, uh, you know what? If I had to take a single from this, it'd probably be Life Sentence. That would be the single from this 39 for me. Cause it got a
Okay.
sample that you can easily recognize.
Right. Yeah.
So, oh, and I'll say this. Just so y'all know, I don't think nobody said this, but just so y'all know, I think Cole flipped the DMX line better than Drake did, just because of what he's talking about. I think he flipped it better. That's just me though.
Okay.
Cause it's
Yeah.
like
I mean,
the original song, if y'all know what y'all know about y'all hip hop history, the original song is basically about DMX fucking a bitch that already has a man. He don't really give he give a fuck about her because he fucking her, but not to the point where he want to be with her. He even told her at the end of the song she need to go back to her man. This is about his wife. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole other side of that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Like I think the only reason why I gave it a 9.5 is because of the simple fact of the man up above never would have made it right there. And also, I didn't care for What If. I like the
Really,
concept. I
really.
like the concept. I like what he did, but I don't think I could. I didn't like. I just didn't like the beat.
Mm-hmm.
Just didn't like the beat.
Right.
So that's
Nah, I
basically
think
what
that
it
was
was with What If.
I think that's a great song. What I don't like is how niggas on the internet are trying to insinuate that Cole is using this song and essentially making Pac and Biggie apologize to each other for the shit that went on as a means to justify his own apology to another rapper whose name we've already mentioned several times. And it's like that literally
Yeah,
has nothing to do with one of those things has nothing to do with the other. All this is Cole was probably in the studio and was like, you know what would be a fire song? If I take how Biggie rap and take how Pac rap and make them have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like this has nothing to do with Cole trying to justify his reasons for backing out of the beef or anything like that. And the fact that y'all doing that blows my mind. Like I really be trying to
yeah,
understand. I really be trying to understand niggas' thought process. I really do. Cause like when I see shit like that, before I let the shit come out, I'd be like, you know what? Let me try to understand what they talking about. And then what they talking about is absolute nonsense. Like if that's really what you heard when you heard this song, then that's tough for you. That's tough.
yeah.
And I like that
Uh,
song. I don't like that. I also don't like that Joe Budden tried to write Quick Stop off his Cole and I wanted to take a picture with a fan. Like, nigga, did you listen to the song? Did you? Like, did you really listen to it? Like, I don't think you did. I don't even listen to the Joe Budden podcast. But I saw the clip and I'm like, did he really listen to that song? Or did he just like listen to a few bars and it was like, okay, I got it.
yeah,
And for those of you also who are critiquing or getting on Game because Game gave a fair criticism to this album, leave that man alone. That's how he felt about it. Shit, man. What the fuck? Like, Game is a respected rapper. Like, he can have an opinion. It might not. What he give it? Like a 7? That's respectable. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
Especially considering the way that he said he was listening to it. It was like, all right, I get what you're trying. I get what you're doing.
yeah.
You see what I'm doing? You see what I'm
Uh,
doing to my boy from Compton's hardcore loving glazing fan base. You see how I'm not putting down other artists to big up another? That's what y'all should do.
I think
I've never said that, buddy.
when
I never said that he's above criticism. Like, if you have a criticism, I'm with you.
yeah,
Like, all right, I get it. I don't feel that way, but I feel you though.
yeah, I I feel like games should also like that's one of the reasons why like I feel like Game is at that point in his career where he should have been stopped a long time ago. Me personally, I feel like he should have been. That's why I have no desire to listen to any more of his music really because of the simple fact he should have been retired. He's already hit the standards. He's already regarded as a legend. So you like I don't say the same thing, and the only reason why I don't say the same thing for Nas is because it's more careful. More careful, tactically, like put together compared to like Game. Game that last album was not very well put together. Like that
You right.
album was a dud. The last one was a
It
dud.
was. Yeah,
I
do I
mean,
think it was a? Do I think it was a? Uh, the thing that I said was it was too long, and it's like that's the same thing people saying about this here. But this one, the music is good. That one, it was like okay, especially considering
it was so
what
much game.
came
It was
what
way
came
more
previously. It was like, come on now, like. But I ain't gonna sit here and say that I'm
like
not anticipating. Like that mixtape he dropped, I know you won't listen to it, but that mixtape he dropped, that Gangsta Grills, fire, straight fire. That's why I'm anticipating the documentary 3. You know what I'm saying? Like me personally.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't fault you for being over game. Like when we tell you something about a rapper or something, and you be like, I'm good. I always want you to give your reason, right? Why? Because it's like, okay, I want to understand why. Like your situation with Gucci, I get it.
yeah,
I do. I really get it. Especially with him. I really get it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody like Game. Like, I get it, but I will never ever tell you to listen to some shit if I didn't think it was fire.
yeah, yeah. I know.
I'm
I
not saying
know.
go listen.
That's why.
I'm not saying go listen to it. I'm just saying like I would never tell you that you personally without me believing in my heart that some shit is fire.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
needs to be heard.
But that's the only reason why. Like, okay, that's one of the reasons why. Like, okay, I'm over Game.
Mm-hmm.
Nas is more carefully, like he's carefully, he's he's getting together with people that still is around in hip hop who cares for the love of the music. I mean, Hit Boy raps, so it made sense for them to get together. He's a producer and a rapper. Once you step into the producer and rapper field, it's not too many times where you fail. Like, especially when you getting the message across. When Game got with Hit Boy, it seems like it had to be a marketing. It's always some type of marketing push. He has to beef with somebody every single time, and then that diminished and also is too much of music along with it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Who was he beefing with?
when Eminem,
Oh yeah, right. Okay, that beef was one sided.
uh, yep. So moving on from that though, like he's and also Game, but let me get back to my point about the Game that like he doesn't have to. That's why I say like if you going into where you reviewing people and you still actively rapping, why? Why are you still actively rapping if you're reviewing? Like it's no, and especially you way past your prime. Like
Honestly, bro,
he's not.
I think
It's at that point. Like I said, he's at Game is at that point where he should have been retired, and it's okay for. I would be so happy if Game had a podcast. Just be so happy, ecstatic. So that's literally what he should probably do. Like at this point, and
I'll
it's
say
nothing
this.
wrong with rappers having podcasts. Just not everybody. Every rapper should have a podcast.
I'll say this. As far as him critiquing somebody else's album, at the end of the day, bro, yeah, niggas is rappers, right? That's their job. That's what they do. But niggas is also fans, just like us. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure that insert famous rapper here listens to other famous rappers and enjoys their music. Like Jadakiss was just singing this nigga Cole praises 2 weeks ago when Fat Joe was criticizing him for not battling Kendrick. Like, you know what I'm saying? He literally said, y'all need to screw that nigga head back on the big three. Like, fuck what y'all talking about. Like, that's respect from a that's respect from a lyrical giant who's well respected in hip hop. For one, he's regarded as one of the best lyricists of all time, depending on who you talk to. Um, and that's him listening as a fan. This is somebody who's quote unquote still quote unquote active ish. You know what I'm saying? Because Kiss is still out here rapping. He might not be as active as he once was, but um, so I think it's just at the end of the day, bro. Rappers are also fans of music, just like us. They have the right to criticize or not criticize their peers' music.
But yeah. Other than that, I don't think I ain't had nothing else really as far as uh my least favorites on this
Right.
project. Everything else is pretty much phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Like he knocked it out the park with everything else.
For sure. I just can't wait for the tour. That's it.
Man,
Oh.
I've, shit. I
Whenever
get
that
paid in
is.
like a couple
I don't
days.
know. I don't know when
Yeah,
that is. I don't know. The rumor is that the preset, they're gonna announce the tour sometime in the next week or so. That's the rumor. Ain't no telling. Uh, and even then, when he announces the tour, the shit might be very far off, like in June or July or some shit. So you know what I mean? Like,
right. The start of it, yeah. And he gotta
so
have some people that's going with him.
so
So
time to
we'll
tell.
see.
Outside of that, though, this week we've been talking. Us music fans are eating right now. Uh, Brent Fayez finally decided to come his ass outside and announced his album for
Uh-huh.
this Friday after delaying it from September,
Yeah.
which I told DNA that was kind of on brand for him.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm a little disappointed that it's just 10 songs, but I think that's probably for the best, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I guess. Because Wasteland was like 22 and that album was crazy, but 10 songs was cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get in, get out. Um, who else announced? Larry June and Currency are dropping. What the hell is it called? What's it called? Something staircases
Uh,
or some shit like that.
so, yeah. Circular staircases, I think.
I don't know,
Hey.
but whatever it's called, it's coming next Friday. Um, as well as
Mm-hmm. I can't wait
Baby
for
Keem,
that.
as well as Baby Keem then came out of hiding and announced that his album is also coming next Friday.
Oh, bro. Okay. So that particular thing, see, kind of pissed me off with y'all, nigga. Nigga, I was at
Oh,
work. I was at work.
right.
I could not look. I just saying Baby Cave, and I was
To your
like,
point,
okay,
I never watched that trailer either. The only reason I knew about that snippet is because somebody on Twitter took that snippet and tweeted about it, and I watched it. But it really wasn't a snippet. It was more so like in this thing that they put out, this documentary or whatever, it's literally a scene of Keem chopping up the song. Like you hear part of Kendrick verse and it cut off,
yeah,
or a Kendrick part, then it cut off, and you hear more of it, then it cut off, and you hear a little bit more of it, and then he like switched the vocals, and then it cut off again, and you don't hear nothing else. Kendrick appears in it
yeah,
briefly, just staring at the fucking camera,
yeah,
but
yeah,
I don't know what capacity that feature is gonna have. People are anticipating a verse. Me personally, I'm not, but you never know. I think it might just be like a
right,
hook situation or something like that, or he just talking shit. Like I think it's just gonna be like a hook and talking shit, but you never know. He might have the verse. Um,
he also announced a tour, and he's not coming to Chicago. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. I did see that. I meant to send that through the group chat, but I like it completely slipped my mind. I don't know. I don't know. I guess Chicago ain't. I don't know how to gauge tours. I assume it depends on what region is listening to you the most. So maybe niggas in Chicago ain't fucking with Keem like niggas in Indianapolis is. So that's why he's going there instead of here. I don't know. I don't know how to gauge
Mm-hmm.
that, but I did notice that.
Right. Yeah.
Um, I don't know, and this ain't like a slight to Keem. I just don't know if I'd attend a show of his. I'd have to listen to the album first.
He can
For me to,
he can perform.
oh, I'm
I
not saying he
seen
can't.
well he I
I'm
saw
not saying he can't. I'm just saying like for me, like I'd have to listen to the album first before I gauge if I want to go see him perform any of those songs.
right,
Because
right, right.
I liked the melodic blue. I liked it, but I didn't love it. And a lot of people love it. And I'm just like, well, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of bops on here, but I mean it's like, you know, it's decent. I'm not saying I
Yeah, I
don't like
got
his
you.
music. I'm not saying I don't like his music. I think I prefer his earlier stuff. But, like the shit he was doing with Cardo and
Yeah,
shit like that. Like,
yeah, yeah.
but
Uh,
Cardo posted the album, so that means he's on it. I don't know in what capacity, but
right, yeah, because it's only 12
so,
songs.
yeah, that was another thing that shocked me.
Yeah,
Like, oh, it's just 12 songs, huh? All right, straight into the point. I like it, but it is gonna be good to hear from
yeah.
King. Motherfuckers
Uh,
on the internet been begging King to come outside for at least 2-3 years, so you know.
yeah, yeah. It's like in that. So I've been watching another YouTuber. He's really been paying attention to the business, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
yes. uh, and I just like I'm eventually see. I'm gonna start getting into these YouTubers, and maybe we can like get them on here. You feel me? Like
Mm-hmm.
future thing, future goals. You know, stuff like that. Yeah, but I'm definitely starting to pay attention to him. He's at a low subscriber count right now. He got 7.5 thousand. So he's at a low subscriber point. So I'm gonna continuously pay attention, you know what I'm saying? Start commenting on certain things and stuff like that. Yeah, but he said something that was interesting. He started predicting everybody who's releasing in the year
Mm-hmm.
2026. He said King is coming like almost right after Cole, and I was like, I thought that was interesting. And he said that, and it came true. And I was like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and also, he also said that Kendrick is also gonna release something this year, but it's not gonna be until like towards the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
I'll eventually, I'll say who this person is, name and everything, and we'll get familiar. I'll tell my co-hosts after this, after once I stop the recording and everything, but I won't tell you guys until I can actually confirm the fact that he's gonna be on here one day soon. But yeah, so yeah, let's see if he's gonna be right about the Kendrick thing. I think he is gonna be right about the Kendrick thing. I'll tell you why I think that. And Drake. Drake is also going to release something this year.
We know that.
I didn't see where he.
We
Yeah,
know
of
that.
course. But that was obvious. But he gave a date, and I missed the date. I didn't see the where he
Yeah,
said the
nah,
date.
we know
Um,
Drake dropping this year because he has. Man, look here, Drake don't have no choice but to drop this year. And the reason I say that for one, the first and foremost thing is this really ain't got shit to do with nothing, but it's 2026. Like, so you literally, the six is back there, nigga. You have to put something out. Do what your man's did. Like,
Yeah.
the numbers 2-6 meant something to him. He released the album on 2-6. It's 2026, bro. You got to release something.
Right.
Second, everybody's been wondering, like, and even the haters have been wondering what Drake is gonna do next. Cause it's like, in a world post Kendrick Drake beef, obviously Kendrick has thrived, right? Drake has survived off of the strength of his old projects being streamed hourly, daily, weekly. So he's survived. But I ain't gonna lie, DNA. I was just talking about this with one of my guys at the job. The clock is ticking for Drake. It's ticking, and it's ticking
Mm.
fast because at this album, this Iceman album, is probably going to end up being the most important album of Drake's career. Reason being, because of the climate that we're in, where he's literally in a hot seat, you know, not just because of what happened, but because of what's happening. You know, the stench of this fucking lawsuit that he keeps trying to fucking perpetuate is still in the air. He's trying to appeal the
Right.
decision as we speak. Like, so
Yeah.
there's that, right? And then there's the fact that the nigga has been teasing and throwing out singles, trying to see what sticks. Some of it is good, some of it is mid, some of it we didn't need. You know what I mean? Like, the nigga hasn't caught a bona fide hit in about a year now. Just about a year. Because Nokia came out around this time last year. So
Right.
he ain't caught a big hit in about a year. And even Nokia was like a poppy record. So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
this Iceman album just might be the most important album of his career. And judging by the singles that we got last year, the What Did I Miss, the joint with Central C, I ain't gonna lie, bro. What Did I Miss is good, but that Central C joint is like this. And it's literally crunch time. And I keep saying, like, I think this is the first time I ever said this shit out loud too. I think if Drake wants to recover, he might not think he needs to, but he does. And I think the thing he needs to recover is he needs to go back to his roots. Like, the way he used to make music. I'm not saying like the broke way. I'm just saying, like, you and 40 need to just lock in with each other. Fuck outside producers. And you can even get Boy Wonder to come. And y'all three need to sit down in the studio and literally discuss and try to craft a real project. Like, don't just be trying to throw shit together and see what sticks. And I've been saying this for years, bro. Drake has a lot, and I say this with love because Drake is one of my favorite artists. Drake has nothing but a bunch of yes men around him, and that's a detriment.
Yep.
It's like, and I don't know when 40 became a fucking yes man, because if you notice, the more albums we get and the more stuff we get from Drake, the less 40 appears. Now, mind you, he still got his hands in every Drake release. He still got his hands in every Drake release, but his production has plummeted. We don't see it. We barely see it. 40 need to get back to producing this nigga's records, man. I don't know what the fuck his capacity is with Drake. I ain't even seen him with Drake, but 40 is barely outside. So, but still, like,
Right.
I think Drake and 40 and Boy Wonder just really need to sit down and just be like, okay, like, we really need to get back to the root, the meat and potatoes of this shit, like how we used to do it. And I've said this plenty of times on this
Mm-hmm.
podcast. Drake need to get back on that lyrical shit, bro. Like, nigga, you can't
Mm-hmm.
consistently be fighting ghostwriting allegations and not want to show that the pen still work. You
Mm-hmm.
consistently want to make these popping your shit ass songs, these cookie cutter 40-year-old YN ass songs. Like, nigga, no, like, this is the time, especially since you're gonna be 40 this shit, dog. Like, what a time to go back to the lyrical shit. You can do all that other shit if you want to do it, but your focus should be bars. You know what I'm saying? Or saying some shit that matters. You know what I'm saying? So time will tell what Iceman does. You know, I'm curious. I'm not gonna say I'm excited. I'm curious to see how it plays out. But I definitely think it's coming this year because he has no choice.
Right.
Clock is ticking for him.
So I saw something very funny on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
This is the only thing I'm gonna say about Twitter. your man's side.
All right. Yeah.
So somebody replied to that same tweet.
Mm-hmm. Who was this
And
somebody?
said J. Cole wash your I don't know who this person is. I don't know who this person is, but he said J. Cole wash your whole label on looking for trouble and it's still bothering you.
That's funny. That's hilarious. That's funny.
And then he
Nah, he
replied
did.
with "You wish."
Saha said that?
Yeah.
Saha said that? Okay. Okay. Let me
Yep.
just say this real quick before I continue. Let me just say this real quick. Saha, I know you probably ain't never gonna hear this. And I fuck with you. I do. I've always fucked with you. I think you are a very underrated lyricist. Real shit. But Cole definitely killed every single last one of y'all. Even you. You had the second best verse on that song, and it's okay. It's okay. If Cole wasn't on that song, you'd have had the best verse. I was there. I remember. Okay. I was there. I remember. We all know Cole had the best verse. It's all right, bro. It's okay. And I don't even think that's what's bothering him. That's just a joke. But if we talking about that, Cole definitely had the best verse on that song. For sure. Bar no questions. You know, Saha, it's just unfortunate what happened with Saha, man, because he's a great rapper. You know what I'm saying? And he just got caught in that fucking good music machine, man. Like, instead of focusing on shit that you was doing, you was too busy writing bars for your boss, so much so that your album kept getting pushed back. And then after your album finally came out, you left the label. Now, granted, you should have left the label. You should have left the label before the album came out, but that's a story for another day. But yeah, it's very unfortunate what happened with
Yeah.
Sci-Hi. You know,
Yeah, man.
but I'm always looking forward to whatever he releases.
Yep, for sure. Me too. So I'm gonna get into my music shout outs. I like to always highlight a few people. Well, I got a few people to highlight this time around since I haven't done it in so long. And this is like gonna be like I guess a triple shout out. I'm gonna shout out three people. First to my sister in music, Return to Sender, Naomi G. She just put that out last week. That's been something that she's been holding on to for a while. Like since her project came out, Letter to My Next. And yeah, it's fire, man. I told her it was fire. Also, she did a little IG live last week, I want to say, or this week. I can't remember when it was, but anyway, she's working on some more new music. I'm glad she's getting back at it. I'm so happy. So happy. She's really working. She really got a lot of music she's sitting on. So yeah, can't wait for whatever's next. I'm loving what's out now. All that good stuff. Next. Went to this guy's listening not too long ago at Shapes, Rhome, Death of Content, mixtape. It was fire, man. Definitely did his thing. I listened to it a couple times. He's got a lot of interludes on here with his, I think it's his grandmother, he said. I forgot exactly who. I think it is his grandmother, but yeah. Yeah. Beautiful music. Definitely beautiful music. Amazing rapping. Won't Theory. That's my favorite. I got a couple favorites. Won't Theory, Before Theory, Bad Religion, and After Theory. Those are my favorites right now. 8.5 out of 10, sir. You did your motherfucking thing, sir. You did your thing, bro. I can't wait to hear more from you. If you're doing any videos, can't wait to see them. Yeah, keep doing your thing. Last but not completely least, Ania J. She put out a Tiny Desk submission, this song called Sonder. Beautiful singing. Beautiful singing. Amazing singing. She also got a single out called Say It. That's amazing too. I can't wait for the next project because this EP 4, that's what I've been listening to lately. Fire. Absolutely, positively fire. She got one feature on there with Rocky Fresh.
Oh, sure.
So yeah, make sure y'all go check that out. It came out last year on the 9th of January.
Underrated Chicago vet.
Yeah.
I hate that Rocky
dope.
I hate that Rocky never popped off for real, man. I don't know, man. I remember
It's very, very unfortunate.
I remember being younger and hearing Driving 88 for the first time. And then when he randomly got signed to Maybach Music, I was like, I don't know, man. That might not necessarily be a good fit for him, but we'll see. And I was right. Yeah. But that one project he dropped on that label was
crazy.
fucking fire.
Yeah.
That Electric Highway, that's a end of the blog era classic to me.
Yeah.
And I met him in person a couple times. He's a really cool guy.
Yeah. Dope. But yeah, Ania J, you did your thing on that EP. Can't wait for your next one. Yeah, Mona Lisa is my favorite on that. So yeah, make sure y'all go check that out. I have nothing else. But interview. By the time this come out, the interview will be out. I'm not gonna promote it yet. I was gonna slip up and promote it, but anyways, by the time this episode will be out, the interview will be out, so I can promote it. Yeah. Damn, I forget. Kai Lanice. Yeah, she that interview dropped. It's dropped Friday. Make sure y'all go watch that again 20 times, 20 more times. Make sure you like it up, share it, all that, comment on it. You know what I'm saying? Nice little short little interview. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't too long. She got straight and to the point. She answered all my questions super quick, and I like that sometimes. Yeah, phenomenal rapper, phenomenal neo soul type artist. Yeah, she can sing her butt off and she can rap her butt off. No cap. I'm sorry I missed your performance. that shit was on a Monday night, so you get it. Mm-hmm. Definitely get it. I definitely go see you next time. Hopefully it will be on a day that I'm not working. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I'm gonna end it off like I normally do if Silk ain't got nothing else. Did you see that Cameron and J. Cole news?
No, there's more.
I guess we can talk about it off air because you will have to look at your phone.
All right. Nah,
But
I
yeah,
ain't got
like I
nothing,
do all
brother.
the time.
I've spoken all my piece this week.
Okay. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Oh yeah, one more
Okay.
thing.
Like I always do and how I end this.
I do got one
Okay.
more thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Anybody out there on the internet who I see hating on J. Cole, I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm just gonna send you that little meme of the dude screaming in the middle of nowhere, and then it be around like it's a group of people standing crowded around on the other side, and one of them hold the thumbs up like this and go right back to doing what they was doing. That's what I'm gonna do to you.
I don't know what you're talking about exactly, but we got to see. Yeah. Like I always say, appreciate your haters because they love you just as much as the people that love you do. We out.